Hello, I'm Paul, founder and CEO of InsightMatches. I'm very excited to share with you a walkthrough of our platform. So InsightMatches is an AI-powered platform to help researchers write research proposal grants from finding the fund to writing the draft needed for submission. So this is what our home screen dashboard looks like. So you can find the previously drafted projects, you can launch new projects, and you also have an assistant you can call upon to ask any questions. You have an inbox and a settings tab. So let me start by taking you through the settings tab. So the settings tab contains something called the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is where you're going to feed our model information about your organization or your research. The great thing about this is you can input very loosely formatted data in any language, and this will help shape and define your researcher profile. So let us take this National Research Lab in Korea, the Center for Quantum Nanoscience, as an example. So we can loosely select information about this organization, copying it to the clipboard, pasting it into our source data, and then our platform is going to be able to extract the key information from this and to build the researcher profile. So obviously the vision is for you to update that profile as you advance in your research or slightly change your research focus. So once you've created your researcher profile, we can move towards drafting a project. We have a step-by-step process with discovery, idate, concept, team plan, draft, review. And starting with discovery, what we are doing here is discovering the most relevant fund based on your researcher profile. So AI has analyzed each funding call and benchmarked it against your organization to identify the ones it thinks are the most relevant. The size of the circle represents the potential budget, and the proximity to the center shows deadline. Once we've reviewed a few calls, we can also switch to a table-like view. And so we can really look into the detail of each funding call and understand what they are trying to achieve. So once we've selected a funding call we want to work on, the platform will now brainstorm some suggestions for your project. So it will by default make a few suggestions which you can. So here in this section, the platform will proactively suggest some ideas for your project based on your profile and based on the funding call you've selected. And so you can, through this carousel, look through the suggestions AI have made, and of course you can always override them and manually write in what you think is more relevant. And once you've settled on the overall mission statement or project outline, you can proceed to the next step. So in this step, you'll be essentially putting together the information we've gathered so far to generate a draft concept note. And once again, your role is to co-pilot with AI, so you'll have to modify anything you think doesn't fit your vision. And once you've done that, you can see the live preview of your concept note, and we can proceed to the next steps. So we are now in the team section. So here AI is going to identify the best partners for your project, and you'll be able to view their profile to gain an understanding of their core competencies, and as well you'll have access to their email and their website if you want to go in a deep dive. And so you can, by the click of a button, add them as team members to your project, and they will receive a notification to join your project through our platform. And as well, you'll notice we have add team to concept note and an update button. So by clicking update, the information about your potential teammates will be placed into the concept note, which will help recipients of the concept note understand what it is you're trying to achieve and your vision for the partnership and consortium. One thing I should add is when recipients, when your teammates receive an invitation to join your project, what they see is essentially a preview of the concept note document. So this is what they will receive in the platform. So now that we have our team, we can proceed to planning the content of the project. So in the planning stage, we can have an overview of the project structure with the multiple work packages. And once again, we can edit every aspect from duration, title, to who is leading each work packages. Then we can deep dive into what those work packages are, including the different tasks. And finally, in the resources, we can define how the resources will be split on a work package basis. And once again, AI is going to proactively make the suggestions, and your task is to check, verify, and potentially amend to make sure it's consistent with the vision of the project. So this is the draft section. So in the draft section, the platform will generate the different sections in the final document. So this will take a few minutes, and it will proceed step by step, so you're able to review the initial first parts whilst the rest of the content is being generated. And once again, you can edit every section to make sure everything works and is consistent. So in this draft section, the platform will generate each sections step by step, where you'll be able to review and make sure everything works and everything looks good and is consistent. So you'll be able to edit each section or bring a different polish to that. And so the review is where you'll get a preview of the final document and the ability to save it to Word, text, PDF, or to simply copy the whole content to the clipboard if you want to use another platform like Google Docs, for example. So that's everything from discovering the fund to writing your first draft. So now I'd like to return to the home screen, and I'd like to show you the inbox. So the inbox is where you will receive concept notes and invitations to join other researchers' profile, and where you'll also be able to check the status of the invitations you've sent. So you'll be able to view the other researchers who invited you. You'll be able to see their profiles and as well get access to their website and potentially their emails. And as I mentioned, this is where you'll also see the concept note, and after reviewing that said concept note, you'll be able to accept or decline joining their projects. So that's it. That was an overview of our platform, InsightMatches. So I hope to see you there on our platform so we can work together in order to make fantastic research proposals. Thank you.